Proverbs 15:1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Good day, everyone. We are going to Jesse's today to hang out. So, we're leaving in a few minutes. Excited to see how it goes. We'll do that. I'll catch you maybe during, maybe after. In an unexpected moment, me and Jesse went to the wrestling show about 2 weeks ago, I think, or whenever it was. I was watching Impact, and the wrestling that we were at was not supposed to be on until next week and the week after. But they inserted a segment that happened at our show that we were at. And so I just paused it real quick. It's at 1:42 in the episode. The segment starts at 1:37. You can see us throughout it. But right there on TV. And Jesse is just off screen. Let me see if I can. The volume not so you hear anything. See if I can show you. Nope, didn't show it. But so that's just pretty cool. I thought I would share that. Alright, guys. I had a lot of fun today. First things first, just to clarify again, when me and Jesse went to Impact Wrestling, TNA, they filmed 2 episodes. The first one was Destination X, which takes place next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock on Destination America. So it should be the entirety of the episode having me and Jesse there, and we were like right in the front row of the seats, behind the row of standing people that you see at ringside. And as you could see, plain as day, easy to spot on TV with certain camera angles. So sometimes they're too far back and it's too dark, depending on the lighting and things like that. But we're in just basically in that one area, as you saw, just like almost eye level with the person in the ring talking. Now granted, it was a woman who's a little bit shorter than most of the wrestlers, so most of the guy wrestlers, so not quite eye level with, or head level with most of the show. Will be a little bit lower on them, which means we should show up even a little bit more easily. But that was one segment that popped up. I don't remember if it was during the first hour, or first hour and a half, or the second hour and a half of the 2 shows, because you take commercials out. Each show's about an hour and a half, roughly, plus a few promos and videos inserted here and there as well would lengthen out the episode. So next Wednesday should see my episodes that we were there for. So that should be really cool to see us the whole time. And I was wearing my hat, which I believe I showed you guys on the vlog, my black Nexus hat, my WWE hat that has the yellow square with the black in on it. And I was wearing that mostly so I'd stand out because it's bright. And sure enough, you see me wearing that. And just to my right, left on the screen is Jesse. The spacing is off on the TV. I actually found out what channel the HD version of that is on. So I'm going to go and adjust the recording accordingly. Onto the HD channel so that I can see it more clearly next week, and I'll be sure to watch that on the big TV and not on my little TV. I suppose I could have shown the clip from on my camera on the big TV, which was a little bit clearer than this TV, but I decided you could see well enough, and I didn't feel like going back out there and setting it up again. So but I'll definitely excited about that next week. So the 10th. had fun at Jesse's. We played Splatoon at first. So it was just the three of us, me, Josh, and Jesse. So we took turns rotating through. One person sits out while the other two play, and then it passes off. So one person continues to play while the other person sits out. And so it was like a 2-controller, 3-person rotation, basically. And I don't like the gyro controls, which are in the gamepad. So you can turn that off on the gamepad, but you cannot have them on the Pro controller, the smaller controller. So Josh likes using them. I don't like using them. And Jesse sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. He's in the middle somewhere. And so what would usually happen is I would play with the Pro controller, Josh would play with the other, and we'd rotate around so that I would always have the smaller controller. And unless Jesse felt like he really wanted to use the TV screen or whatever, we would switch for that. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. Jesse got a lot better at it. I didn't. So I started losing all the matches just because I could not seem to get any gun to work the way it was supposed to. So I liked using the paint roller, the ink roller. It's like a giant paint roller that you run around, which works fine on normal online matches. That'd be a great weapon to have. But the purpose of the 1-versus-1 matches is you have to pop balloons, and that's your primary goal. Your secondary goal is to not die because you lose 5 balloons from your score whenever you die. Roughly 5. Sometimes it's kind of arbitrary sometimes. Anyway, so with the paint roller, I have to flick it. I have to push the button to cause them to flick the paint roller to throw it up, and then it hits the balloon. I have to do it at least twice, maybe 3 times to make it hit. But it's got a wide fling, so it's usually pretty good. And the good thing about the roller is, as long as you don't get shot too much on the way, all you have to do is just walk into the other player, and they immediately die. And so then they lose 5 balloons. And so at first I was doing a really good job of just plowing through them, and so they collected a lot more than 30 most of the time, just because they were using the right guns the right way, and I couldn't seem to do that. But I just kept hitting them and killing them, so they kept losing 5, so it would take longer. Sometimes we'd run out of time, and whoever has the higher score or whatever would happen. I won a few matches, but not a lot overall. Then we went to get some food. We came back and played Smash Bros. Always fun. We each activated one of our amiibos. Jesse played with his Sonic, who we named Chili. Sonic the Hedgehog, named Chili. I played with my Mario amiibo, because I wanted to play as Luigi, and usually my Mario amiibo is a little stronger than my Luigi amiibo. And Josh played with his Pikachu amiibo, which he has named Peekapoo. And so it was Josh, and so we each played with one of them, so there were 6 players across the board, not the crazy 8 that there usually is. And it was a lot of fun. Then, like I said, came home, watched first Ring of Honor Wrestling, which is brand new. It was the first time they've been on TV that I can watch, and it's refreshing and it's different. It's simpler. They don't seem to be focused on the fact that they are on TV. They didn't really talk about it at all. They just talked about what's happening in the ring, which is appreciated for the most part, I think. But at the same time, I don't know the storyline and what's going on, so it was kind of confusing. So I didn't enjoy it that much for that reason. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep watching it or not. It's on right before Impact, so I might. And I might not. We'll see. This cough is not necessarily getting better or worse right now. It just is what it is. Then Impact, watched it, was pleasantly surprised with a scene, a clip, a segment of the show. I was like, wait, that looks familiar. And sure enough, it was that segment. It's kind of cool. Alright, I've got nothing else to say. I've been talking long enough. So, good night, everyone, for myself and my friends here, and my friends at the wrestling place, and my friends at Jesse's, and Josh, and everyone else that I did things with today. Yeah, sure. I'll just say bye for everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.